Okay. Hi, friends. Sorry, I'm a little late. I just literally got home. How are you all? Sorry, I'm also opening a bag of candy to snack on while I sprint. Let's see. Where am I putting? I guess I'm just gonna use that one here. All right. Okay. Okay. Hi, Monique. How are you? There are a few. And Elise, how is how is going through the Mortal Instruments, and you're reading Outlander 2, right? How's that going? Let's see who else. Hi, Luna. Welcome. All right, we can start our first sprint at 10 just to see if anybody else will join. Also, I should probably tweet out the link here because that would be smart. Let me do that. Woo! Did not mean to tweet. Dang it. Sorry, I just tweeted the wrong link because I have issues. All right, we're gonna fix this. Let's see. Yeah, I forgot. I think I had something happen with my family, and so I couldn't do last Wednesday. But now I can't remember what it was. But at the time, it was very important. So I missed doing this too, though. I have really enjoyed doing these sprints every Wednesday. Unintentionally, I had made this a thing. So yeah. Let's see. Hi, welcome. What are y'all going to be reading? If you are going to be reading, you do not have to. That is up to you. You could also work on other things if that is what you need to be doing. Okay. Copy the link. There we go. Picture. There we go. Okay, tweeted out the correct link. Now my attention is all yours. Alright, I finished City of Ashes last week. My coworker, almost done the fourth house. Yes. Okay, I love that for you. I'm so glad you're loving it and that you're getting through them. Definitely admire that you're getting things done. It's cool that you're gonna do are you enjoying the Outlander book as well? I definitely agree you should probably finish that before you start the next one because I feel like it's gonna be all consuming. Ooh, yes. I definitely think sprints are a fun way to just really, I don't want to say grow, but just have fun and like non-pressure on your channel, but also it's a fun way to get reading done, especially if you're like in a slump like I was last month. The reading sprints actually helped me read a lot more than I was expecting. So definitely super happy that I am able to do them. It's so dark and I realized why. Okay. Ooh, how are you liking that? I've seen a lot of people excited for it, but I actually haven't heard if people enjoyed it or not. I think I've heard a few people say they enjoyed it, but I don't know. Truest Attraction, nice. Hi, Monty. Thanks for coming. How was your sprints earlier? I like popped in for a second, but then I had to go because I had to go to the store. Let's see. Also, while we wait, I'm gonna set up this other light because I realize it's so dark and I don't like it. But keep talking, telling me what you're reading or what you're going to read or what you're gonna do when we start our sprints. Ouch, my finger. Whew. There we go. There's more light. I'm gonna throw that there. Alrighty. It was good. Got a lot to read. Are you still reading Kingdom of Ash? From the last time we were reading? 2:32, and I started today. Ooh, I'm glad it's turning out to be a good book. Back into Kingdom of Ash. Okay, yeah. What are you eating for dinner? I'm nosy, so I like to know these things. We're reading. Okay. Nice. Yeah, like sometimes that happens where you're like you're really enjoying the book, but it's really long at the same time. You're just like, dang, I kind of want this to be done, not because I'm not loving it, because it's kind of long. So I get that. Hi, welcome. All right, we'll start the sprint. We're starting, for those who just joined, we're gonna start our first sprint at 10. You're welcome to join if you can. If not, that's totally fine. You can join in the next sprint. And so 2-minute warning, by the way. Also, what are y'all reading if you haven't told me already? I probably haven't even mentioned what I'm going to be reading yet. Oops. We're gonna do 20-minute sprints as well, just so you know. I am actually reading, so what was I reading last time? Was I reading Sky in the Storm? Well, I finished that. So I'm actually going to be reading Glass Sword, which is the second book in the Red Queen series. I actually put it down to read Sky in the Storm, the fourth Ember book, and I'm picking it back up now so that way I can finish it and move on to something else. Not that I'm not enjoying it, but I just want to get into my reading and get things done and stuff. If that makes sense. Having chili again. That sounds amazing. Did you make that yourself? Hello, welcome. We are starting our sprint at 10, so 1-minute warning. What will you be reading with us if you plan on reading? So far I am enjoying it for the most part. Nothing's been really, like, it's starting from where the first book ended. So, like, kind of action-packed, but I'm still kind of early. Like, I think I'm only on chapter 4, so nothing really too drastic has happened. So my feelings are kind of just right now, but I think that's just because I am still, like, early. Understandable. I am jealous that you could just cook it all because I can't. Okay. I'm going to finish the rest of these comments and then we'll start the sprints. Reading The Black Person, hoping to get at least page 109. Okay, well, I am hoping for that too. So we will check in with you and see how you're doing. Also, reading. Oh, nice. All right, so it's 10 now, so I'm gonna go ahead and mute myself, share the screen, start the timer, 20 minutes, and I'll come back in and we'll see how you're doing. That's 20. How did y'all do? I got to page 50. Nothing's still really happening, which is fine. So I don't really have much emotions about anything yet, still. What did I miss? Hi, welcome. I'm glad you made it. Ooh, graphic novel. How do you like it? Not a threat. Okay, it's not a threat. Let's see what else. Hello, Chanel. I don't know if you're still here, but thanks for stopping by. It is indeed. Let's see, 20 pages. Nice, Monty. Let's see, 82 pages. I'm glad you're almost done. That's the best thing about graphic novels. They're one, really good, and two, short. So you can get them good. You can get them done in one go usually. 6 pages, nice. And 70 pages, still nice. Let's see. How about we do our next sprint at 40? Are y'all good with that? Let's see. Trying to think. Awesome. Thanks, Maki. How's Kingdom of Ash? I still need to reread Throne of Glass, if I'm being honest, if I want to actually try and read this series at all. Let's see. Also, Monikau is To Sleep in a Sea of Stars. Are you almost done? Well, we're going to do 40. Sorry. Let's see, 18 pages. That's amazing. Page 8, pretty good. Things are good. That's good. I'm nervous because I know there's a big switcheroo of characters eventually, as you get further into the series, and I don't know how I feel about that. Let's see. Okay, so next sprint at 40. Are y'all excited for the holidays? Do you have a specific book that you're hoping to get as presents, as a present, maybe? Okay, that's good. Sometimes I get overwhelmed when there's a whole cast of characters, because it's hard to keep up with all the names usually. Do I have any reading goals? My biggest one, honestly, is just to read more of my physical TBR. Because I will say I was doing good this year with that, and then the end of this year happened, and I just kind of bought a lot of books, and I'm gonna blame it on the fact that this year sucked, and so I was trying to get serotonin from anywhere, and that ended up being me buying stuff. But yeah, so my biggest goal is to read a lot of my physical books. I also have some fun plans in place that I will hopefully execute in regards to incorporating the physical books, but also reading some older series that I haven't read before. And I think I actually want to read more graphic novels and adult fantasy too. So I think those are some of my goals. How many sprints are you doing? I was gonna end this at about 10:15ish because I don't want it to be too late for everybody on the East Coast and stuff, and I know people have things to do. So we're about to do our second sprint, so probably maybe 4-ish, maybe 5 sprints overall, if you're cool with that. So I am reading, let's see, Glass Sword by Victoria Aveyard. I don't know if you can see that. It is the second book in the Red Queen series. I really liked the first one, which I read last month. So my plan is to kind of work through this series, I guess, this year coming up. Okay, that's so funny. Honestly, I feel like my family got together and they're like, we're not going to buy a lot of any type of bookish item. We're just going to buy her everything else. Which is fine and I'm grateful, but it's just like, y'all know I want books, right? Hi, welcome. Also, for those of you who just came, the next sprint's going to be at 40. Let me know what you're reading if you want to. You also do not have to read with us if you don't want to. You're welcome to just do other things. Either way, it's a chill night. Honestly, I'm supposed to be on a ban, which I think I've done pretty good with. The only books I've bought are books for other people this past like month. So I think my plan is to implement a ban for the next couple of months because I really don't have anything I'm looking forward to getting until maybe next fall. But also, like, I haven't really been paying too much to the 2021 releases. And I think I'm going to keep it that way in order to like curb my buying and stuff until I can get like my physical temper under control. That's the plan. I don't know if I'm going to actually execute it or not well, but we'll see. Oh my gosh, you read Legendborn? Yay! I'm so glad you love it. Okay, so like we're gonna be like excited for the second book. It comes out next fall, so now we're gonna have a little party. I'm so glad you loved it though. That makes me so happy. Literally my favorite book of the year. Thank you. Yes, like I wasn't even gonna read Red Queen, and then my friends like talked me into it, and I was like, okay. And then I just keep finding more books that I'm like, oh, this looks good, and this looks good, and I'm like, this wasn't even in the plan. And I've been reading a lot of fantasy this year, which is good, but it's definitely surprising. So I think that's also taken me by surprise because I read a lot of contemporary before this year, and I just did this transition. So now I'm just like, dang, I gotta figure this out. I'm reading the manga Saturday. Okay, I don't know if I've ever heard of that, but I'm glad you're reading that. Let's see. Oh my gosh, yes, another Legendborn lover. We love to see it. Legendborn is amazing. I'm literally gonna just have a Legendborn live show one of these days, maybe, because it's just so good and it deserves all the hype. Oh my gosh, yes! This is amazing! Yay! Another Legendborn lover, right? I read the ending and I was like, I'm so sad that I read this so early. Not because I didn't love it, but because the sequel is like months and months away. And it's just upsetting because the way that it ended, I'm like, I need it right now to know what happens next, basically. Right? Like the magic was so amazing and just like unique. Like not that it's supposed to be like other books, but it's definitely not something I've read before. And I really love that about that book. Right? I agree. All right, so it is 40, so I am going to start the next sprint. Feel free to talk more about Legendborn in the comments if you would like. I'll definitely read them and talk more about it if you want after the sprint. But I got to start because I promised those. Okay, that was 20. How did everybody do? How are you liking your books? I only got a couple pages in, and then I needed to eat dinner really quickly, but I'm gonna do better next time. We can start our next sprint at 10 again as well. All right, let's see. Downside of waiting for the next volume in a series. Yes, I relate to that so much. Oops, excuse me. I always like cried when I had to wait for like the next volume in a manga series, or like obviously the next book in a series. So definitely relate to that. Yeah, exactly. I agree with you. It was just like, especially with like how weird this year has been, reading that book like just brought me like a sense of comfort I wasn't expecting, if that makes sense. So I definitely agree with you. And it is really hard like to find a word to really describe it because it's just so unique. I don't know. Hi, Justice. Welcome. Are you going to be reading with us? You don't have to, but no pressure. Finish the book and took a snack break. Yes, we love a good snack break. Promised Land. I love it. Oh my gosh, yay! I've heard really good things about that one. I haven't picked it up yet because it is very thick and I'm not ready for it. But again, I've heard really good things. So I'm glad you're loving it. Don't know how many pages. Okay, well, 318 is good. More drama is good too, I feel like. Especially when things start hitting the fan. Excuse me. Let's see. Oh, welcome! And that's cool. I have not heard of that one, but I hope you're enjoying it. Started Horrid. Well, that's good at least. She's good on her mystery. I feel like I've heard good things about Horrid, so I hope you enjoy it. Nice. 3 pages. Relatable. 40 pages. Love that for you. I'm reading because I just reading some books. So I just need to finish. Understandable. What are you reading? Sarah J. Maas, right? Or was it? You read so many things. You and Kay like switch around, so I can never keep track of the books you're reading. Okay, read 6 pages, but I gotta start. I definitely really getting distracted, but I'm really glad that you get a sense of joy from it. Like that's always the best feeling. Like that's why we read books, to gain joy. I'm being kind of dramatic, but that's okay. Let's see. I'm enjoying my ebook. Yay! I'm really glad you're enjoying it too. I'm enjoying Glass Sword. I am intrigued to see where it's going next. Somebody said I think this book gave them X-Men vibes, and I really love X-Men. And I like books where like squads end up coming together. So I'm like, ooh, I'm intrigued to see how that's gonna work out with this one. Honestly, I relate though, because I was trying to figure out what I wanted to read after Sky, and I couldn't decide if I wanted to just continue with Glass Sword or read a contemporary to like soften my heart because Sky was so heavy. And then I just ended up doing a contemporary because I was like, uh, Kay kept saying Glass Sword was going to be just as heavy, if not worse. So I was like, let's do something light. Oh, Airfire, yes. I knew it was a Sarah J. Maas book. I just couldn't remember which one. So I am glad for you. I need to continue her series as well. There are a lot of series I need to fix and continue. Yeah, I'm talking about Glass Sword. This is what I'm reading. I was trying to like not dismantle our buddy read, but I was being pressured by outside parties, aka Kay and Aaron. Kind of. I'm just gonna blame it on them. Anyways. But yeah. So that was my plan. Forgot what I was saying. Oh, Sarah J. Maas. And then I also need to there's something else I need to finish. Oh, Cassie Clare. I need to redo her books. I was just talking about that with Lenny last night too, that like I need to redo Cassie Claire because I just feel like I'm FOMO and I don't know what's happening anymore, and I don't like that feeling. Yeah, I mean, they kind of peer pressured me reading Red Queen the first time around, if we're being honest. You know how they do, like, they, like, will get on you to, like, read certain books until you finally cave and read it. Next, it's, what is it, Brandon Sanderson Aaron's on me about. I feel like Kay's on me about something else, but I don't even remember. It'll come back to me. Let's see. Yeah, I'm waiting to do the reread until we get those Fairy Loot sets because I need a break. My heart still hurts from that ending. I'm getting emotional just thinking about it because just so many things happened and I was not expecting it. Yes, all of them. I started I read the first three of the Mortal Instruments. I don't know why I say immortal. And when they first came out, and it was originally supposed to be a trilogy, and then she wrote three more, and I didn't know about it. And then I read the first book in the Infernal Devices trilogy, but I'm not really a big fan of that. But I still want to kind of push through and see what everybody's talking about. And I just kind of want to catch up because she's written a lot of books, and so many people love them, and I just want to see if maybe I can love them too. I mean, I liked the Mortal Instruments. I really did. I just didn't continue because I knew I would have to reread those first three because I read them in high school and didn't find out about the continuation until college. And I was like, I'm not in the mood for that whatsoever. Oh no, I'm so sorry. I hope it fixes itself and that you can continue. If not, well, our first sprint is going to be at 10, and then it'll be the next one will be at 30, if that helps. I don't know if that helps, but I don't know. Yeah, like she's really wanting me to read Mistborn, but I told her I'm not starting any new series until next year because yeah. Right, right. I think they're gonna read it soon. I saw Kay gearing up. I think we'll see though. I was like, it's painful. Like I was sobbing during that read through, and you just don't understand until you read it. I think Aaron's about to pick it up too, which I'm really excited about. And if they don't cry, then they're not doing it right. Just kidding, but for real. All right, 1 minute warning, just so y'all know. But yeah, I'm hoping to finish Glass Sword. I don't know if I'm gonna give myself a time limit because Christmas is coming and my hours are getting a little bit more crazy, so I don't know how much reading I'm gonna get done, but I'm gonna strive to try and finish it maybe before the beginning of next week at some point. Step away from the mic. Yes, I think maybe stepping away from the microphone with your phone could potentially help. I have no idea though. That's funny. Um, but yeah, and then I want to do another contemporary. I'm trying to actually be good and read my TBR this month. I've been also kind of lazy this month, so we shall see how that goes. But that's okay, because it's the end of the year, and we all deserve a break. Either way. Alright, it's 10, so I'm going to start the sprints and stop rambling. That was 20. How did you do? How are you feeling about your book? I got to chapter 6 and things are finally happening. Like they got to their destination and things are kind of being more revealed. So I'm definitely intrigued, but I'm like at the cusp of things getting revealed, so I still don't know everything, if that makes sense. Which I do not mind. Hmm. But yeah, still enjoying it. I'm intrigued to see what happens with her and the prince, if that makes sense. Let's see. Contemporary. I have read some. I've been very scarce about it. I've mostly been picking up fantasy, but I have thrown in a couple of contemporaries in between to kind of even things out for me. 382, just in the middle of a battle. Oh goodness, if you need to go back to the battle, don't mind me, because I'm sure things are going to be happening. 40 pages. I'm glad you finished. Are you going to pick up the next one, or are you going to pick up something new? Okay. Sorry, one second, I dropped the cat. Where is it? Let's see. 4 pages. Yeah. I'm sorry that it feels a little slow, but I'm glad you only have like less than 150 pages left. So I believe in you. You can do it. I mean, I guess. Dang, that's a short battle. Are all her battles like that, or is it just this one? That's so funny. 8 pages. This book is living up to all, right? Good thing hearing about it. I'm glad. It's always good when books are living up to your expectations, and I'm glad that's working out for you. Gotcha. Do you know what you're gonna pick up yet? You should pick up Glass Sword, because I'm only to chapter 6. If you can get it. No pressure. Okay, 62 pages of a different graphic novel, but I'm going to switch to the Library of the Unwritten. Ooh, how are you liking the Library of the Unwritten, if you've started it or not? Okay, that makes sense. Makes sense. Isn't Kingdom of Ash like super long? Like I remember people talking about how unnecessarily big it was compared to the other books, but maybe that was just me or them. Um, yeah. Also, like it's kind of interesting. So, like, in case you don't know, Red Queen is about this girl of red who has red blood, and she has special abilities which are only supposed to be for the silver bloods. And so it's interesting to see how like the other red bloods are so scared of her, and she's just like, but like I'm just like you, just with powers. What do you mean you're scared of me? And then the oh, I can't say that because it's a spoiler. Dang. But yeah, so it's interesting to see how they react to her because they really like are afraid of her. And she's just like, I'm just here, like that's how I was born, can't change much. Yes. Yes, join me. 30 pages. Word is off to a slow start, but we are on part 2. Well, that's good. I'm sorry it's slow. But maybe it's a build, it's building to a good like moment. I don't know what I'm saying. But no. It is a chunky book, 184. Dang. I really haven't read anything higher than like 5 something, I feel like. So props to you for that. This is why I think it's taking me a while to get into adult fantasy, because they're so large. I don't even know how long Sky was. Dang, I should probably look that up actually, because I could be saying all this and then I read that and that could have been longer and I'm just dumb. Also, okay, last sprint of the night is gonna be at 40, just so y'all know. Because at that point it'll be 10 o'clock and I definitely don't want to keep anybody later. I also gotta work in the morning, unfortunately, so it's fine. Oh, it was only 400 pages. Love the paperback, but so yeah, gotta work on reading chunky books eventually. But yeah, so hoping to finish this by next week and then start another. I think what my plan is to like, because I read the first book and then I read a book or two in between that one and the second one. So I think I'm gonna try and read something in between this one and then the third one, because I went out and I bought the rest of the books in the series because I was like, well, I like it, so might as well buy the books now and be able to move on super quick. I'm liking it. I'm trying to annotate because it was a gift from a friend. I'm having fun with that. Ooh, yes, I enjoy annotating when I get into the mood or when a book inspires me to do that. Awesome. Thank you for coming. I'm glad you finished your book. Hopefully your library has a glass sword and we can read together. Have a good night though. But yeah, I bought the rest of the books and the novellas because I couldn't resist is the word that I was looking for. Sorry, I'm a little slow. So yeah, I think this is gonna be, so Ember was the series that I had set to finish this year. That was like my goal. So I think next year, I'm gonna try and finish 2 series, maybe 2 or more. And so I think Red Queen is one of them that I'm gonna try to aim to finish, and then probably I think the next one is probably going to be the Renegades trilogy by Marissa Meyer, because I have all of those books and I read the first one and I have the last 2, so I definitely need to go ahead and just knock those out of the park to get some stuff done. But yeah, 2 minutes until the next sprint, just so you know, excuse me. 1 minute until the next sprint. Sorry, my dad is texting me. Let's see. Start thinking about 2021, reading it all. I barely started thinking about it. The only reason why I have at least these plans is because I started them this year and I know I'm not gonna finish them. So I was like, well, I'll just push like reading the series into 2021 and try and finish then. That's as far as I've thought about it though. Like I don't even have any real anticipated read list yet, and I don't even know if I want to make one yet. So all right, it's 40, so we're gonna start the last sprint, and I'll let you know when we're done. All right, that was 20. That was the last sprint. How did y'all do? I got to page 90, so I'm almost at 100 pages, which is nice. Overall, let's see. Hi, Erin. Thanks for coming, even though it was the last sprint. So sorry about that. But how did the rest of you do? There are plans happening. People are sneaking around, trying to dismantle things within the commune. Wait, never mind. It's not a commune, but the thing. I don't know what I'm saying. Stopping at page 447. Nice. Did you get past the bad? Was it really short? Like you thought? There's a graphic novel about the 5 pages of the novel. Nice. I'm glad you finished. You finished 2 graphic novels then, right? Or did you? Was it? I know you said it was a different one. Let's see. What else? 4 pages. Nice. That's 4 more that you're almost done. Let's see, another 8 pages. Thank you for coming. I really love doing this with you all. And I'm gonna try and consistently keep it on Wednesdays unless something happens and my work schedule changes, which obviously I would let y'all know if that happened. Let's see, it was a short battle, but there was also a couple other battles after it. Nice. Okay, well, at least it kept it spicy and interesting, maybe. 2 graphic novels, good. That's always fun. Congrats on that. Yay, I'm glad you can make it too, and I'm glad it was fun. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and end it for the night. Thank you all for coming and hanging out. I think I should, let me look at the dates. I don't know calendars anymore. Next week is the 24th. But I work in the morning, so I think I should be able to do sprints again next Wednesday. I will let y'all know. But thank you for coming, and I hope you all have a good night and a good rest of your week. And hopefully you all continue with your good books and your reading and all that jazz. All right, good night.